Mole was a small, gentle soul who left the dark snug of his underground burrow for the soft glow of the riverbank and found a world that held him, quiet and warm, just as he was. This is a story for the parts of us that crave escape from the noise of shoulds, that long to sink into quiet joy, that need to remember happiness lives in unplanned moments. A walk by water, a friend's soft laugh, the freedom to just be curious. If you're here to lay down the day's weight, to wrap yourself in warmth that doesn't ask for productivity, to rest your mind in nature's slow, steady rhythm, you're exactly where you need to be. Now, let's breathe together. Inhale slow through your nose, deep and soft, like breathing in damp earth and willow leaves after rain. Hold it just a moment, easy and light. Exhale through your mouth, letting go of the rush, the worry, all the little strains that clung to you today. Let your shoulders drop, your eyes soften, your mind quiet. Write down. This is the riverbank, where Mole, Ratty, Badger, and Toad found home, friendship, and the courage to be fully, unapologetically themselves. The riverbank was a haven of soft, quiet magic. The water gurgled gently over smooth stones. Willow branches dipped silvery leaves into the current, and meadows spread out in soft greens and golds, dotted with buttercups and clover. Days here moved at the river's pace, slow, steady, unhurried. No deadlines, no expectations, just dawn breaking pink over the water. Afternoons warmed by sunlight, filtering through leaves. Evenings glowing with amber fireflies. The air always smelled like something comforting. Damp soil after a light rain. Wild mint along the banks. The faint sweetness of honeysuckle winding up willow trunks. Mole fell in love the second he stepped out of his burrow. Paws sinking into soft grass. Ears tuning to the river's quiet song, heart lightening as he realized he'd been missing this all along. Freedom to wander, the peace of being present, the warmth of the world unfolding gently around him. Ratty, short for water rat, was the riverbank's most steadfast friend. A kind creature with a soft coat and a heart as wide as the river itself. He lived in a cozy burrow, tucked right into the riverbank, his home filled with dog-eared books, a crackling fire, and jars of honey for unexpected guests. Ratty knew every bend of the river, every hidden pool, every patch of wild strawberries that tasted sweetest at midday. He took Mole under his wing, guiding him through the riverbank's wonders, slow and easy. No hurry, no fuss. Let's just drift, Ratty would say, poling his small boat along the water, his voice soft as the breeze. They'd float for hours, saying little, just listening to the river's murmur, watching birds dart across the sky, feeling the sun warm their fur. Mole would ask quiet questions about the plants, the animals, how the river shifted with the seasons, and Ratty would answer slowly, thoughtfully, never making him feel silly for being curious. Curiosity's a gift, Mole, Ratty would smile. It's how we find joy in the small things. And Mole knew he was right. Those slow, meandering afternoons with Ratty were some of the happiest of his life. Then there was Badger, quiet, wise, gentle, who lived deep in the wild wood in a cozy home that felt like a hug. Badger was the kind of friend who didn't need words to be present. He'd sit by the fire with Mole and Ratty, sipping hot tea, his eyes soft as he listened to their stories. When the world felt loud or overwhelming, Badger's home was a sanctuary, warm, quiet, safe, no questions asked. He taught them strength isn't about being loud or bold. It's about being steady, about showing up for your friends when they need you most. One winter night, Mole and Ratty got lost in the wildwood, shivering and scared, and Badger found them. He didn't scold, didn't fuss, just wrapped them in warm blankets, made them hot soup, and said, "You're safe now." That's all it took. Those simple words, that quiet care, to calm their racing hearts. Badger showed them. Home isn't just a place. It's the ones who hold space for you, no matter how lost you feel. Toad was exuberant, impulsive, full of childlike joy. The heart of their little group. He was always chasing the next shiny thing. A new boat, a fast carriage, a motor car that roared like a lion. Toad would get so swept up in his passions, he'd forget everything else, often landing in silly scrapes. But Mole, Ratty, and Badger loved him anyway, for his big enthusiasm, his kind heart, his ability to find joy in even the smallest adventures. They never tried to change him. They just loved him, and sometimes gently guided him back when he wandered too far. Toad's just Toad, Ratty would say, smiling, when Toad's latest obsession left him with a broken boat or a muddy coat. And Toad, in his own way, taught them to embrace spontaneity, to let go of plans, to chase what makes your heart light up, to not take life too seriously. Once, Toad convinced them to take a carriage ride through the countryside. They got lost in a rainstorm, clothes soaked, paws muddy, but they laughed. The whole way back, messy, silly, perfectly alive, and all the better for it. The riverbank was full of small, sweet adventures. Adventures that felt like a warm hug for the soul. Mole and Ratty would gather wild strawberries along the banks, paws sticky with juice, passing the sweetest ones back and forth. They'd build rafts out of branches and float downstream, letting the river carry them wherever it wanted. No destination, no rush. On cold winter nights, they'd huddle by the fire, telling stories of summer days, sipping hot cider, listening to the wind whisper through willow branches. Even the quiet moments felt magical. Watching sunset paint the river pink and gold. Hearing frogs sing their evening chorus. Feeling soft grass under paws as they wandered, side by side. These moments weren't grand or exciting. They were simple, ordinary, full of calm. But that's what made them so healing. They reminded Mole and all of us, happiness doesn't have to be big or flashy. It's in the quiet, the gentle, the unplanned moments that wrap around you soft and warm. There were hard days too. Days when the river ran rough and choppy. Days when Toad's impulsiveness got him into real trouble. Like the time he stole a motor car and landed in jail. Days when the wild wood felt dark and scary. Shadows stretching too long. But on those days, their friendship held them together. Mole would sit with Toad in jail, listening to him mope and remind him of the river, of the fire at Ratty's burrow, of the love waiting for him when he got out. Ratty would patrol the river, keeping an eye out for his friends, heart steady with quiet hope. Badger would make plans to help Toad, quiet, determined, no fanfare. Because that's what friends do. They show up, even when it's hard. When Toad finally came home, bruised, but a little wiser, they didn't scold him. They just hugged him made him tea, and said they were glad he was back. It was a gentle reminder. Friendship isn't about being perfect. It's about loving each other through the mess, the mistakes, the silly scrapes that make life feel real. As the seasons turned, spring bringing new leaves and blooming flowers, summer warming the river to a gentle glow, autumn painting trees red and gold, winter covering the world in soft, quiet snow. Mole and his friends grew closer. They learned the riverbank wasn't just a place. It was a feeling, belonging, safety, being loved exactly as you are. Mole learned it's okay to be curious, to be gentle, to ask for help when you need it. Ratty learned his steadfastness was a gift, that his quiet care meant more than he ever knew. Badger learned opening his heart to friends didn't make him weak. It made him whole. Toad learned joy isn't in the chasing. It's in the sharing, the being present, the love of friends who stand by you, no matter what. Together, they learned the most precious things in life can't be bought or planned. A friend's paw in yours, the river's quiet song, the freedom to be exactly who you are. There's a soft truth at the heart of the riverbank, one that wraps around you like a warm blanket on a cool night. It's the kind of truth you feel more than you think. Life's meant to be slow, not rushed. Joy's meant to be shared, not hoarded. You are enough, just as you are. The wind in the willows teaches us to embrace our curiosity, cherish our friends, find peace in nature's gentle rhythm. It reminds us The world is full of quiet magic. If we just slow down to notice it, it tells us home isn't a place. It's the ones who love you, accept you, hold space for you when you're lost. Even in the messy, silly, unplanned moments, there's beauty, joy, love, soft, steady, enough. Let that soft truth wrap around you now as you settle into rest. Let go of the day's demands, the need to achieve, the rush to keep up, the pressure to be enough for everyone else. None of it matters right now. What matters is this moment. You are safe, wrapped in warmth, wrapped in love. Breathe slowly. Inhale peace, like the scent of damp earth and willow leaves by the river. Exhale tension, letting go of all the tightness in your shoulders, all the noise crowding your mind. Feel the warmth of the night around you, the safety of your bed, the quiet of the world, soft and gentle. Feel the sheets soft against your skin, the rhythm of your breath slow and calm, easy and light. You don't have to be brave or productive or perfect. You don't have to do a single thing right now. You just have to be you. And that's more than enough. You are loved just as you are. You are cherished just as you are. You are home just as you are. May your dreams be soft and warm tonight. Dreams of riverbanks and willow trees, gentle friends, and slow afternoons. Quiet magic that wraps around you like a hug. May your rest be deep and peaceful, your mind quiet, your heart full to the brim. Sleep well, dear one. Let the quiet of the night lull you to sleep, soft and slow. Let your heart be light, your mind drift, your soul at peace. Know this, with every part of you, you are safe, you are loved, you are enough. Good night, sweet one. I'll be right here with you in the quiet. Sleep tight. Sweet dreams.